Okay. Now that we got all that cleared up, that's good.
Here's mud.
Clear as mud.
Got one room here. Okay, I'm gonna share. Then I will.
Just make the correction as you read it.
Okay. This is mine. This is mine. Okay, here we go.
Minutes for the last meeting.
Monday, July 20th, 2026, 7 p.m. Town Council meeting minutes for Monday, May 18th, 2026, 7 o'clock p.m. Town Council President Andy Swain opened the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. Town officials present, President Andy Swain, Council Member Bill Barber, Clerk Treasurer Diana Johnson, Street Commissioner Wally Hawkins. Absent, Council Member David Johnson. Town residents in attendance, Kelly and Paul Bruner, Jim Fisher. March 2026 minutes read. March 2026 minutes read. Meeting minutes were presented for approval. President Andy Swain made a motion to approve the March 2026 minutes. Council Member Bill Barber seconded the motion. Motion carried. Claims. March 2026 claim vouchers numbers 15 through 29 were presented for review. President Andy Swain made a motion to approve payment of the claims. Council Member Bill Barber seconded the motion. Motion carried. Street Commissioner. Wally Althouse paving project coming up in July. Adding Orchard Drive to road project, researching playground equipment and getting quotes. Question if there are specific regulations regarding playground equipment. Refurbished equipment was discussed as a more cost-effective option. Clerk Treasurer Diana Johnson will contact the town's insurance carrier regarding coverage for refurbished playground equipment. Discuss installation estimates with BFE. Planning Commission, Byron Holden, not in attendance. BZA, Sandy Casey, not in attendance. Spring Lake Men's Club, Jim Fisher commented on no meetings, so no updates. Old business. Kitchen remodel remains table pending further review. Basement updates remains table pending further review. Signage entrance to lake remains table pending further review. New benches and playground equipment. Wally Outhouse continues to obtain quoting for benches and playground. Number 5, dam updates. Andy Swain remains table pending further review. Number 6, big bridge painting remains table pending further review. Flagpole community building lighting updates remains table pending further review. Basement updates, same, remains table pending further review. Substitute candidates for BZA and Planning Commission. Tony Hutton may be interested in BZA alternate. Will attend the meeting to have a better understanding and follow up with the board. Mr. Hutton later declined the appointment. Number 10, decision confirmed naming the park to the West 9-Star Park at Sugar Creek. Number 11, noted blue-green algae seen in lake, not healthy for pets. Treatment started. Number 12, council member Bill Barber started the lake aerators. Item complete. New business. Tony Hutton inquired about the status of cleaning the lake inlet channels. President Andy Swain responded that the board remains committed to the project. We will need to figure out where to haul this silt. Approximately 30 single axle dump trucks were estimated table currently due to the new roads coming in July. No public comments. There being no further business presented, Council Member Bill Barber made a motion to adjourn the meeting. Motion was seconded. Motion carried. The meeting was adjourned. Next Town Council meeting scheduled for Monday, May 18th, 2026.
It should probably be June.
Yes, that should be June. And then on the new business, that needs to be omitted. This needs to be omitted.
Should be June 15th. New business.
New business, because and it's probably the copy that I printed before I deleted it because he rolled up into old business.
Okay. Well, this is about something different. Any other additions or corrections other than just the dates on the minutes?
Yes, I do. So do you have, he obviously was in the meeting. I don't have him as a resident in attendance.
Yeah, I didn't, in my notes, I didn't have the attendees, so.
That is as we read under number 9.
I think he came, I think it's okay.
Okay.
Because I think that, that might have been loaded later, but
Okay.
anyway, I think it's okay the way it's written.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Make a motion to approve the minutes as marked up.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Motion carries. So if you want to make those and then you can send me the electronic copy and then I can sign it and send it back and you can post that and then I'll put the ones on the website. Is that okay?
Yes, you said May 5th.
May 18th was the first day and then June 15th was the last page. Okay.
And we had no meeting in June.
Right.
May, and no April, right?
Right.
Okay. Gosh,
So let's just go through the June treasurer's report, okay?
sounds good with me.
I'll go through the May, let's just go through the June. You okay with that? I'm sure you will be.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the only conveyance. I think this was done, yeah. Okay.
5/18/26. And then the print date.
That's
Okay.
it, that's if she saved, that's how she saves that file. She puts that in the file.
So yeah, the last one was April, but I had, because I had modified it.
Because it's. Because it's got June date on it, so she just did that.
New one is the- Okay, here we go. General fund, beginning balance, $329,694.83. We received $23,985.72. We dispersed $3,559.38, leaving an ending balance of $350,121.17. MVH fund, beginning balance, $50,370.58. We received $985.36 with nothing dispersed, leaving an ending balance of $51,355.94. MVH restricted, beginning balance is $33,304.71. We received $376.72. We dispersed nothing, leaving an ending balance of $33,681.43. LAT, beginning balance is $56,693.87. We received $532.09. We dispersed $0, leaving an ending balance of $57,225.96. LRS fund, beginning balance is $26,453.70. We received $534.40. We dispersed $0, leaving an ending balance of $26,988.10. CCI fund, beginning balance is $5,552.61. We received $143.68, with no disbursements, leaving an ending balance of $5,696.29. CCD fund, beginning and ending balance with no receivables or disbursements is $10,106.67. Business Development Fund, beginning and ending balance is $195.86. We dispersed $61.98, leaving an ending balance of $133.88. Rainy day fund beginning and ending balance with no receivables or disbursements is $81,439.92. CDEP fund beginning balance is $23,655.63. We received $296.50, leaving an ending balance with no disbursements of $23,952.13. American CARES Act. Beginning and ending balance is $1,715.62 with no receivables or disbursements. Community Crossing Grant is $105,202.13 with no receivables or disbursements, leaving the ending balance of $105,202.13. Total balances to date for June 2026 is $747,822.34.
Any additions, corrections, and treasurer's report? Bills and communication. Communication bills, bills and bills. Many bills.
We're going to start with June. Do a little backwards, but 37 is Spring Lakes Men's Club for $250. AIM, this is dues, $651.
Is it, I'm gonna ask the question. No, not yet.
No, go ahead.
For that money for men's club, what was that for?
This is for their maintenance. They do maintenance in the community building. Maintenance around the community building. They get $500 a year that the town pays them to clean the bathrooms, clean the area, keep it stocked with supplies and trash bags and so forth. There's a cleaning checklist that they do.
39 is Penny's Floors for $61.98. 40 is payroll, $1,218.70. 41 is payroll, $202.11. You need to sign. Two is payroll, 203. Forty-three payroll, 446. $44 is payroll, 203.11. $45 is Duke, Centerpoint, $50.55. $50.55. $40 is Duke Energy, $170.17. 147 is due, 138.54. $48 is Veterans Center Point or Center Point Energy, 2509. $49, this, we talked about this earlier in the year, and I made a voucher earlier in the year because we talked about it, but it wasn't an actual debit from our account. So when we got our property taxes, it was taken out of the property taxes. So this is internally. So you'll actually see it on the treasurer's report. This is 49. This is the state auditor deduction, $4,850.
I mean, that's how much we paid him.
That's how much we paid the state board of accounts to audit the books. Mhm. Well, we didn't pay them. They just took it,
Oh,
which is standard. They take it.
taxation is that.
Mhm. Okay, now we're into May after that. And this is Center Point, $55.71.
Should ask them for a itinerary. Oh, looks like I
All this that we're going to write down, is that paying our bills?
Yes.
Streetlights, gas, subscriptions to a service that we have to participate in for the state, our state auditor, might be insurance, it might be the company that takes care of the lake, does treatments of the lake, might be the mowing guy, might be the tree guy that did work on tree. We're gonna act on paving tonight, lots of different bills. So we adopted a resolution that allows Diana to pay utility bills upon receipt so that we don't get late fees. For years and years and years, the meetings, we never coordinated the payment due date and the meetings, so we were paying $1 here, $2 here late fees. So we've adopted a resolution that allows her to pay on receipt for certain bills so that we avoid late fees. Probably save the company, the town billions of dollars.
I mean, $2 late fee for 12, that's $20.
33 Hoosier Aquatic, 970.
Sorry.
It's on correct on that inside. Not that one. So the State Board of Accounts frowns on paying taxes, so you can't pay any taxes. Duke Energy, $107.90. So you can't pay any taxes, you can't pay any late fees. So if you were to be audited, they would audit that, and somebody has to pay it.
This is the aerator fix, rebuild the aerators.
Voice systems for forms and supplies, $266.31. Office Max for printer ink and copy paper, $374.75.
No communications, no junk mail for us to carry around for a while.
Carry it around.
I know this is,
Because they didn't put it in the fireplace.
we should be getting
take this or you use back? You said.
I emailed, no, go ahead and take it. I got a copy in email that I sent.
All right. I'll absorb that later.
Yeah, it's,
Is that it for bills?
it is.
Okay. All right. Committee reports, I didn't get anything from Byron. Do you have anything from the,
We didn't meet last month.
yeah?
We totally came to the meeting before.
Yeah.
We scared him half to death because it was a complicated one.
All came to the last one, right?
And Paul came to the last one. And he, when I spoke to him, he seems like he is going to be interested. I think he showed up last month.
Yep.
To give you.
Yep.
Agree that he's going to
Yeah, so that's good.
I
I need to send the communication to the BZA, right?
Right.
I'll do
Is
that.
that Paul Bloom?
Yeah. I'll confirm with him. I mean, we've had a couple conversations about it, but I just want to, last ditch effort to jump out if he doesn't.
Yeah, he seems really interested in it. He said he wanted to come to another meeting, so,
He just retired at the end of June, so.
yeah. He's got nothing to do.
No, that's not what that means. But yeah, I'll send the communication to it's Kayla, I think she wants to know,
Yeah.
and who's the president, Michael? No,
Michael Long.
Michael, okay, so I'll communicate with them about Paul being the backup. I need to get a contact, like an email, I know his phone number, but I need to get a contact email for him.
I'd like to get his contact too, so I can.
I'll share, I'll copy you on the note when I send.
That way I can text him. I don't expect to miss, I know I will miss the October meeting, but other than that one,
Yeah,
I don't expect to.
okay. And he's encouraged to go, just, even if he's not needed, just if he wants to. It's a public meeting, anybody can go, so.
Right.
Okay, anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Men's Club, I don't think they've met. I talked to Jim Fisher last night. He was asking about if they were meeting tonight. I said, I'm sure we're not, so. But I don't have any update from the Men's Club. So with that, we'll go through old business. Is there any updates to any of the old business items that we have? The many items that we have that we've not been able to get to? So, if there's no updates for that, then let's go to new business. I've got a few things. I got an invite to a fire and life safety open house on Saturday, September 26th. The fire department has this every year. They'll have their smokehouse there, and they'll probably have some stuff for kids, but they invited us to attend. Guests can tour their facility, meet the personnel. So I will probably put a communication on the website for anybody that looks at the website, that they can see this.
Sugar Creek's annual.
It's September 26th, it's Saturday from 10 to 2. It's at the one on 600 West down there on toward
What
Dallas.
are they calling it, their annual?
Fire and Life Safety Open House.
Where did you say it was located?
The Sugar Creek Township Fire Department on Mount Comfort Road,
Oh,
south down there toward, close to New Pal. Not the one that's on Jim Road, the one on Mount Comfort,
okay.
the biggest firehouse there.
Oh, way down there, okay.
So I just got that maybe a few days ago in the mail. We've got some action to take on adopting this resolution tonight, the multi-hazard mitigation plan. We've got, let's talk about the quote for the tree removal. There's a dead shagbark hickory, I think, in the community lot here. So taking it down, it's pretty big. There's two trees that need to be taken down. There's a poplar and the shagbark hickory is nearly dead. It won't recover. So, and then, so taking those 2 trees down, we would like to grind the stumps on them. And then there's a tree that fell in this inlet here, and it's blocking the inlet. They're gonna drag that out and haul that away. And so to do all of that is $1,800. $1,500 for the trees to take them down, $300 to grind the 2 stumps.
What is it?
The one that's in the ditch is an ash, and but it's been dead for a long time.
So
It was the one that fell down. They cut a lot of the limbs off, and it stood back up, and then it finally fell back into the spillway. So the other's a poplar, tulip poplar that's completely dead, and then a shagbark hickory.
I have a tulip poplar in my backyard.
So this is for $1,800. So I make a motion that we approve the cutting down of 2 dead trees and the removal of a 3rd and grinding the stumps for a total of $1,800.
Okay, second.
Okay. Any discussion? Okay. All those in favor say aye. Aye. None opposed. Motion carries.
I get rid of the shag tree.
Shagbark hickory?
Oh, yeah,
You know, it's like it's half peeled off, and all the bark on it is like in normal state. It's like curled, it's little strips.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's called a shagbark hickory.
I think I know that.
Okay.
Bark, yeah, okay.
Shag, SHAGBARK, shagbark hickory. All one word, shagbark. Okay, so this is the Diana crafted ordinance, a resolution, I'm sorry, right? Resolution for us
Yes.
to adopt, to use the Hancock County Multi-Hazard Mitigation Plan. I emailed it out maybe a month ago. It's a large document that's been put together. It talks about things in there like tornadoes. It talks in there things about like floods. It talks in there things about like fire. It talks in there about dams breaking. It talks in there about lots of hazards that could take place. And so the county has adopted this mitigation plan for how they go about handling those types of things. And they've asked that the surrounding municipalities that utilize the county's resources for emergency response, which we do. We use the fire department, we use the police department, we'll use if there's a hazardous material spill in the area, if one of the transformers falls off the light pole and leaks fluid, we're gonna call the county and they're gonna come out and do a hazmat containment on it. And so they have asked that we adopt a resolution to adopt this multi-hazard mitigation plan. So I didn't print copies of it because it's a massive document, 122 pages. But it's fairly general with what it talks about, but there's nothing in there that's a concern for us. And it's something that the other areas around the community that utilize the same thing have adopted as well. Shirley's adopted it. New Pal doesn't utilize that. They've got their own resources, but they do have another mitigation plan that they've built themselves, but the surrounding municipalities that use that.
Is there an annual fee on that?
No. So this is City of Greenfield, Town of Cumberland, Town of McCordsville, Fortville, New Pal, I'm sorry, I stayed corrected. New Powell, Town of Spring Lake, and Town of Shirley. So that's what, this was the resolution that was adopted by the Hancock County Board of Commissioners back late last year. So they sent us this as a kind of a structure for our resolution, but, did you have a chance to take a look at it, Bill? I mean, there's nothing earth shattering. No pun intended.
So is it just telling us as a town what to do when we have an emergency?
No, it's more about what types of levels of response that there might be in the event of a certain hazard of whatever it is, tornado or flash flood or fire. No, I don't know if fire was in there or not, but there was half a dozen different hazards that were spelled out. So it's just talking about the different levels of response and what their sequential action plan would be
For the fire department, and the police department?
for whatever, all the whatever groups would be deployed or dispatched. So Diana, do you want to read the resolution that you put together?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Town of Spring Lake, Indiana, resolution adopting the Hancock County Multi-Hazard Mitigation Plan. Whereas the Town of Spring Lake recognizes the threat that natural hazards pose to people, property, infrastructure, and the economic well-being of the community. And whereas the Disaster Mitigation Act of 2000, Public Law 106-390, encourages local governments to prepare and adopt hazard mitigation plans to reduce the risk of loss and natural disasters and to remain eligible for certain federal mitigation assistance programs administered by the federal government emergency management agency, also known as FEMA. And whereas Hancock County in cooperation with participating jurisdictions has prepared and updated the Hancock County Multi-Hazard Mitigation Plan in accordance with FEMA requirements, and whereas the Town of Spring Lake participated in the planning process and has reviewed the Hancock County Multi-Hazard Mitigation Plan and finds that it accurately reflects the community's hazard risk, vulnerabilities, and mitigation strategies, and whereas adoption of the Hancock County Multi-Hazard Mitigation Plan demonstrates the town's commitment to reducing future losses from natural hazards and improving the safety and resilience of the community. Now therefore, be it resolved by the Town Council of the Town of Spring Lake, Hancock County, Indiana, that, number one, the Town Council hereby adopts the Hancock County Multi-Hazard Mitigation Plan, including all applicable updates and revisions as the official hazard mitigation plan for the Town of Spring Lake. Secondly, the Town of Spring Lake agrees to support and implement the mitigation actions identified for the town as resources become available and as priorities are established by the Town Council. Number three, the town clerk treasurer is authorized to maintain a copy of the adopted plan and provide documentation of the adoption to the Hancock County and the appropriate state and federal agencies. Number four, this resolution shall become effective immediately upon its adoption, adopted this
Whatever day.
day of July 2026.
Okay. So without this, we can't apply for federal grants. So that is one of the things that they look for, is that we have been proactive and at least analyzed what our response would be to certain things. And so we will be maybe asked to provide evidence that we have this. So this resolution adoption, if it passes, is our evidence that we're compliant with that. And so, we've been the benefactor of several grants, like the streets that we just drove on to get here. Some of us did. You didn't drive on it, you paid. But,
I did, I went around.
okay, good. But, we've received several $100,000 of money from state and federal resources. So that's been, so I'm in favor of adopting this resolution. It's up for discussion if there's any questions or you have any discussion around it.
I don't have any questions. I support it. It seems kind of dry.
Yeah. And I'll probably put I don't know if I can find a a source document on the county website to put a link on our website to it. Otherwise, I don't know how big, small I can get that file, if I can put that on our website. If somebody wants to click on it and peruse it. It's a massive document, a lot of nice pictures on it.
Can you zip it?
It's a PDF, so, but I'll look and see how I can either link it or put it on our website.
Is it on like the county website?
I think it might be, but they should be. I think I can put a link on it. Okay, so I make a motion that we adopt, what resolution number will this be, Diana? Number 1 for this year? Or number 2?
This will be number 3, I believe.
I'll tell you what, we'll let you look that up.
No, it's number 2.
Okay. Okay, so I move that we adopt the resolution adopting the Hancock County Multi-Hazard Mitigation Plan for Spring Lake. And it requires a second, okay? A little more discussion. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? No, okay. So we will make this 20th.
And look at that.
120 pages.
Thanks, sir. So do we know who we have to send it to at the county?
Yeah. If you send it to me, I'll send it and I'll copy it. It's to Chad, Surveyor's office.
The one that I sent you that email? That you said you refer them back to the county? Is that the gentleman?
Maybe. He's a good friend of mine.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, Chad. Oh, yeah.
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, we buddies. We've been church together for years. Just a minute. We're not ready for that just yet. The trees. Do you have invoice for Krim? He said he left them with you.
He did, but I will have them next month because I picked it. We'll be doing July
Okay,
and August.
okay,
So yes, I wrote in the checks and made copies of them. I don't have everything,
okay.
but all that stuff needs to be,
So what's the split on that? Like, you're gonna pay that, you're gonna drain the CCMG account.
with that being paid. Yes, I'm gonna, yes.
So that,
Yes.
and then are you gonna pay out of MVH, LRS, MVH restricted, all of the above?
I am going
Because we
to,
need to,
I am going to deplete the American CARES Act.
$1,700.
Yes, and that's gonna be for the 4,030, I think it was, or something like that for that. And then I'm gonna take the CCMG and deplete that. And once I deplete that, what's remaining, then I'm gonna look at our MVH, and then I'm gonna go to LRS. And then, I will also tap into what's remaining for the American CARES Act.
There shouldn't be any left for American Cares.
Well, after that one, yeah, shouldn't, but if there's anything,
CCMG. So American Cares is 1715.62. CCMG is 105,000. I haven't seen the invoices. He just communicated with me through cell phone that
let
he
me,
didn't left them with you.
yeah, he did, let me see what his numbers are again. So 131,000, and then the community crossing grant is 105. So we're talking, what, 26,
What'd you say, 100, and what's the total needed, 100?
131,677.50. So 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 7, 5. Okay, what we will need.
Want me to read numbers to you?
I'm just trying to see them. Yeah, they're really small. So CCMG is 105, 202.12. That's going to be maybe
So we'll
25,000.
need 26,000, so 26,475.38. So out of that, if we look, 26,000, if we go to our budget, and I think I have that.
I had 24,000, 759.76. So the crim bill is 131,677.5.
1.5, yeah, and community crossing grant is
105, 202.12. Right?
131,667.5, 105, 202.12 equals.
And then ACA is American Cares, 1715.62.
Okay. I was just coming up with what we needed to pull from different funds from the
Okay.
CCMG.
Okay, well, we
That's-
want to drain that ACA, because that ATA goes away here, like, really soon.
Right.
So then that's 24,759.76 left over,
Okay, 24,000.
759.76. And then it's hard to spend the restricted MVH. I think it's hard to spend that than it is the MVH.
I think we have that allocated in our budget for roads.
So then that's where,
MDH will come in.
yeah, let's, before let's
Look at
check
numbers.
together and just see where how we're gonna cut that 24,000 out.
Well, don't forget, you got an extra 4,000 for Orchard.
Well, that was in the 131, right?
No,
Oh, it's not?
no,
Okay,
so,
okay. Well, why don't you put those numbers down in an email to us, or,
Yeah.
so we can see what those are.
Yeah.
What's Orchard? How much?
$4,800. $4,800, so if you add that to this.
So that's 29,000.
20, back to, yeah, 29,500.
4,800 even?
And we
Yes.
get a tip.
29 plus 4,800.
You can't get the driveway down for that. I can't believe you did it like that. I'm shocked.
Yeah, it's not much.
No.
But on the credit side.
I did ask him to put some millings down on Maple to come on straight where there was gravel. He didn't do it. I don't know if anybody jumped in and said no.
So about 30,000, a little less than 30,000. We need to agree with where we're gonna
Yeah.
spend that.
We have money in our LRS. We have money
Yeah.
in MVH.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, we got 3 different buckets there that we could use: LRS, MVH, restrictor, MVH, and maybe we tap into all of them a little bit. I don't know.
They're all interest run accounts, right?
Yeah, it's all
Then I
going.
think dividing it would be the best for interest purposes.
Well, I want to look at what available expenditures out there. It's a lot easier to spend out of MVH than restricted. And I can't remember about LRS. I think MVH and LRS they're kind of open, but the restricted fund, there's only certain things you can do with that.
The restricted fund is there to protect towns, cities, that deplete their budget revenue in MVH. So the state has said, okay, now you have to take half of the money that you get, that we send you for MVH, the motor vehicle.
Yeah, I got it.
And you have to divide it, and you have to hang on to it, and it takes special permission from the
Yeah, it's,
State Board of Accounts to spend that money. It can't be spent, but you got.
yeah. So let's figure that out.
I think we should look at that seriously though, Andy. Looking at the MVHR, because we're gonna be sitting on that money and it's gonna continue to grow.
I know, that's why I want to spend as much of it now toward this as we can.
Okay, all right, I just wanna make sure that we were thinking.
Yeah,
of the
I mean,
same.
we got $33,000 in there. We've never spent a dime out of it, I don't think.
No, we have not.
So it's just gonna keep building. And I wouldn't mind spending $29,000 of it now for this. If we can, we may have to write a letter and have to petition to somebody to do it, so.
Because it's gonna be money that's gonna sit there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, any other new business?
Yes. Okay, a couple things. We need to talk budget. We haven't talked budget, so, we're having our budget meeting in September and then our adoption in October. Those would be the dates, September and October. And if anything special about the budget that we need to put in, I'm having my budget meeting, August the 19th, I believe, with our, DLGF rep. So if there's something that, we need to put in the budget, I need to know so we can do it. I kind of sent Andy a rough draft. I can tell you with the utilities going up, we're gonna be under this year a little bit, but I've got that covered. So utilities, we're clearly under budget. We'll be under budget for next year if we don't do something. Second thing.
We won't have enough budget.
Yes, and then same thing with insurance, it has actually, skyrocketed, so we need to look at that as well. I did contact the insurance carrier and did discuss the playground refurbished equipment, and that has covered us perfectly fine if Wally so chooses, to look at
It
that.
has to be from a certified provider or something like that.
However, we are kind of undercovered a little bit because of the beach area. And I think that probably is why the quote is going to be higher for next year, to make sure that we have enough coverage.
Okay.
So I want to talk about that. And then I want to talk about two, we talked about our entrance exam we did, Andy and I sat and we went through all that. We all went through the training. We did that. The thing that we did not do, and this is probably my fault, we sent the information. I sent the information in the minutes. The minutes wasn't strong enough. We have to actually have a Town of Spring Lake corrective action plan response, and that's what this is. And we also have to have a description of the corrective action plan for appropriations. There was two things that we needed to do. I was under the understanding that our minutes were strong enough. Didn't you think that?
We filled out the form on their,
Webpage. I thought so too. They penalized me and was sending me all kinds of 6-month nasty grams. So we're doing this, and if you guys please, I'd appreciate with your signatures and date. But
give us a chance to read it.
Or I can email them to you too if you want to. If you want a preliminary sign, and then if you want to take time to read them on an email.
We can read them now.
Okay. You want me to read it here? Let me just read
Well,
it.
you don't have to read them.
I can do it.
You can do that, but when I want to read it anyway, because
There you
I'm
go,
such a
okay.
good listener.
Telling the truth, I didn't listen to the radio when I was young.
So I don't know. I was just kind of like blindsided when I got that. I was like, wait a minute, we did that. And that's what I explained to them that we did this. I don't know.
Yeah, because having the beginning balances, and the ending balances tabulated, that was all.
Well, that's what was instrumental in me when you're reading that.
Yeah, this is our two-factor authentication. That's what I call this. It's you and me. I mean, it's
That's
just to
what we
make
did.
sure that.
I don't, and that's what we put on the response on their website that
I know.
Cody sent us. And I sent them where everyone did their training.
Yep.
You don't-
They didn't say anything about that.
No, I had to do that too.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, so I sent that and I'm like, okay, now I am totally, so, yeah, all of this.
And this is talking about the CDs, reserves.
And this wasn't well enough either, even though that everybody signed this. This wasn't strong enough either. I don't,
Well, that's not talked about in there at all. Those two talk about the individual, the appropriations, but then also the beginning and ending balances weren't summed up for the beginning balances were, the ending balances were, I can't remember one of them. All I did was just go in there and add a column, and it was kind of silly. But I'm working on the appropriations part now to tie that in, so.
well, I thought when we talked to Cody, it was like having, he wanted me, I had this already done, I don't know if you recall. And I sent it to him, we just hadn't talked about it, because I was working on it previously anyway.
Yeah.
And I just didn't understand why,
Okay.
I don't know, but anyway, we have it, we're good, we're gonna fly with it. So we'll talk about that, and I do have, here is the budget, I do have that.
Yeah, but- Is
So,
that proposed 27 one we got there, or you have 26?
I have 26, but I got some chicken scratches for what I did for 27, so if you wanna know,
Well, that's, I mean, you can send it out if you want.
it's no longer gonna be looking like this. I don't know what kind of copy I'll be sending you guys for 27, because they've changed everything on their software.
I'm probably gonna end up putting a tab on that treasurer's report that's gonna have the budget in there. Because I need to have it electronically in there so that we can reference it and reconcile it in the treasurer's report.
Did you understand what I was saying about
Yep.
this piece?
Yep.
No sense.
I was hoping to just do the total
Yes.
sum and just say, track it, for the wrapped up fund instead of the individual line items within the
Right.
fund, but I was trying to take the easy way out.
So
I'm working on
this was the, these were the things on the corrective action, if you guys want to see. It was the budget tracking sheet within the treasurer's report, and it was the annual financial report, which we need, and I did adoption and training certification for internal controls. We know that everybody did that, so I don't know, I do not know how they did this.
it. We'll do it.
Okay, so the budget, that,
Anything else?
not this time.
Okay, any new business? Comments, questions?
Yeah, I would do say we got a grant for the streets. Is that just?
They paid 75 cents for every dollar.
We pay 75 cents.
They paid 75 cents. We paid 25% of the total paving bill for the whole town. We broke it up into 2 years. Last year was this half of the town, this year was this half of the town. So we should be good for like 10 years at least. So, yeah, we got $260,000 from the state for it. So
I mean, what did we,
we had to fill out an application. There was a lot of work done by these two people here to petition to the state and get it, and we got it. And it was great work. Much appreciated.
Did they have to come out and inspect our streets?
No, but we had to send them quotes and maps and all that stuff, and we had to, document the footage and the length and the square footage and the thickness and all that stuff and fill out forms but, once we had it all submitted,
Yeah,
it was almost like a rubber stamp.
yeah.
So I read where there's how many millions of dollars are left in this grant?
Probably a lot.
It was millions of dollars that is available for towns and municipalities like us for this work. We weren't sure if they would go for it, but we decided to go for broke, and we put every street and nook and cranny of the town in there, and they approved it.
Is that tax money that the state of Indiana has paid?
It was it was called Community Crossings Matching Grant. So
So I think a lot of it's federal too.
there was a lot of this was I don't know. I think there may have been some COVID money that was set aside. They got repurposed or whatever, or re-put back into a grant or something. But a lot of funds came from different places. But so what they do is it's a matching grant, and they decided that the match was going to be we matched 25. We put 25% down, and they would give us the 75%. So
It was also a yearly thing too. They've done it for what, a few years now?
You can apply for,
you can do it in two. I think you can break it up into two phases, maybe three.
Well, I thought it was two because that's what we did.
Well, we did it because we can only afford to spend about 25 to 30,000 for our budget per year, so that's why we broke it up into two. But I think you can maybe do it in the third phase.
you just can't. You have to close out before you can start. making
Right.
some
We had to close out last year's completely. So, but it was a great find, big time money. That's great. Otherwise, we would have been doing maybe half of the street,
Yeah.
because it doesn't take long for $30,000 to disappear when you get a paving company out here.
Absolutely, you get half a street. There's also another one too that we have found for playground equipment. And that's another state, federal type grant.
Another hill we're climbing.
I'm sorry.
Another hill that we're climbing.
I don't know, this one,
I don't think it's gonna be that much.
yeah, we just have to, the representative that handles our area in Hancock County, they don't have that position filled, and they were trying to fill that position, so